Hi guys, and welcome back, Kimoffish here, and we are playing some more Grim Fandango today. So, if you remember from last time, we just finished year 1, and this is literally the first screen as you enter year 2. So, essentially, stage 2, level 2, whatever you know. The game's basically broken up to 4 years, so we're about, maybe, I'd say all the way through, although I think the first year is slightly shorter. So, here we are, we're wondering, so... If you remember rightly, last time we escaped from the DoD, and we're now in a town called Rubacava. What's this?
Ah, Lady Luck.
So this is where Manny goes to cheat from his. We'll have a little tour of the building, shall we? Because this is his his business now. It's been 1 year later since we arrived here, and in that year he started that year by mopping the floors, and now he owns the place. What's this on the desk over here? Let's have a look.
My wartime communications from Salvador. He's been sending me messages like this for the last year.
Agent Calavera, I have word that you arrived in Rubacava safely. This is great news, as your service to the LSA may now continue. I am pleased to report the successful hatching of the eggs you liberated. The hatchlings, which Eva has named Manny and Meche, are quite healthy and eager to serve our cause. With luck, my next letter will be borne to you across the sky by these young gossamer wings of truth. For the revolution, Salvador Limones.
I'm not done reading it yet, but maybe later.
Good old Salvador Limones. So, head of the LSA, the Lost Souls Alliance. So, here we go, going upstairs. It's Lupe doing her thing. Ah, it's our friend Glodis. How can we not go down and say hello to him? I think you can... Whee! There we go.
Hello, Manny.
Hola.
Hola. Let's have a little chat.
Quiet night, huh, carnal?
Day of the Dead ain't good for business, Chief. But last night, remember last night, Manny? Oh, wait!
Yeah, so remember, we're waiting for Mercedes Connemar. It's the woman we basically set off on our way when, you know, we'd been told she could have got a ticket on the number 9. But...
You think she'll come in tonight?
You know what, Manny? I think she will. I got a feeling tonight's the night.
What's that you're playing?
Oh, this is just a little, you know, love song for a special lady.
Sing a little bit of
Give
that
us a bit of a
song,
singing session.
Well, I only have this part. Bone wagon.
I like it.
Right.
Later.
Let's carry on, because we've got a lot of things to do, and not very long to do it in. Now, it's kind of always the little thing with these sort of games. You can tell the objects that can move, and you can tell the ones that won't.
Ah, Marillo de Oro. A very fine liqueur filled with solid gold flakes. Yes, I better take this with me for safekeeping.
Obviously. So, a nice solid gold flake filled. What's going on in here? So we now own a little mini casino. It's not huge, but it, you know, it's charming.
You know, some people say you should always walk away from the table when you're on a winning streak.
Oh, yes, but I'm feeling extra lucky tonight.
Yeah, well. You know what? We do actually need to speak to this guy, but not quite. Yeah, no, actually, yeah. Let's have a bit of a chat with him. Why not?
Mind if I sit down, Charlie?
Of course not, Manny. I mean, it is your club, right?
Absolutely, it's down my club. Right. So, right.
Right. So what are you doing in it? Didn't I tell you not to come back until you can pay your bar tab?
Oh, or they kicked me out of that cat track for printing fake betting stubs. So now I have to come here, Manny. Which I love. Which I love.
Of course you do. By the way, and this is cat track. It's actually, in this world, they race basically giant cats as opposed to like dogs or horses or. How do you print fake betting stubs?
Fake betting stubs.
With this.
Ooh.
Isn't she beautiful? The last time I was incarcerated, I shared a cell with the most dishonest con man I ever met. He was strictly small time, and I managed to steal this from him quite easily.
Thanks. You never know when this may come in handy.
Hey, give that back to me, Manny.
Maybe once you settle your bar tab, eh, Charlie?
Oh, Manny.
What else can you
What else
counterfeit?
can you counterfeit?
Nothing. Anything.
So we don't really want a passport, we don't really want a driving license. But
When I think of something I need, I'll come back.
I'm not a wishing well, Manny.
well, no, let's
Well, I've got a club to run, so
make a move.
Oh, yes. Please, Manny. Get on with your
Love the soundtrack of
glamorous
this game, it's
life.
amazing. Sorry, I'm talking over that guy. But he's just telling us he can get on with his life. So yeah, so this is our club. It's quite nice. We've picked up a couple of items, which no doubt will come in handy. And we have information that Chow Chiller Charlie can counterfeit stuff. But, you know, we don't really have any need to counterfeit anything yet.
evening, Lupe.
Hi, Manny. I have to tell you about my new organizational system for the coats.
Oh, really?
Think she'll come in tonight?
Manny, you ask me that every night. What am I supposed to say?
You're supposed to say yes, that's damn right. God, that hit enter
You're
you, mate.
supposed to say, yes, I think tonight's the night.
Yes, I think tonight's the night. That you finally go nuts from waiting for the grand entrance of Ms. Mercedes Colomar.
Let's try that again, you know.
Let's try that again.
A little bit more
shall
feeling.
we? Think she'll come in tonight?
Yes, I think tonight's definitely the night.
Thank you.
That's
It's
better.
my fault she's out in the woods alone, you know.
If you say so, Manny.
Well, I better ask her. I know this is going to be bad.
Okay, tell me all the details about your new coat check system.
Yay! Okay, I found all these plastic tiles in the back, left over from the automat, and guess what? They all have numbers on them. So what I'm doing is, I give one to everyone who checks a code in and... Manny! You're not even listening to me! I go to all this work organizing your coats, and you don't even care.
Lupe.
Forget it! Don't pretend to care.
No, I want to hear.
I really don't.
Oh, I'll tell someone else about it. Someone who cares.
I think we do actually need to listen to it. I don't really want to, but we're going to
Please,
listen
tell me
anyway.
all about your new coat check system, really.
Don't patronize me, Cal.
Yeah, good point. Right,
Okay, back to work.
back to work, you crazy
Okay.
purple bitch. And let's get the funk out of here. So you can see it's changed a little bit from the outside. Calavera Cafe. And... cutscene.
Meche?
Manny, help me. I've been lost for so long. Why didn't you look for me?
I did. You ran off. Why?
Because you said I was no good. I've been all alone in the world for a whole year. And it's all because of you!
Never quite got how that bird made that perfect voice of it. I mean, maybe he's picked up from what something she said. He can talk, I don't know. Either way. It's not her, is the point. Domino, that bastard. To be Finally found Meche. The SS Lambada. Jump, Manny, jump! That wasn't a particularly nice thing to do. We're trying to save you, you crazy bitch.
This gonna be an annual thing with you, Manny? Every Day of the Dead, you toss your bones into the drink and I fish 'em out?
I don't plan to be around that long, Velasco. As soon as I find out where that ocean liner's going, I'm after it.
Ha ha! That ship's going to Puerto Zapato. That's the other side of the world. Ain't no ships going out that way but the old Limbo here, but...
But nothing. If the Limbo's my only hope, then I'm already on board.
Well, good luck, son. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. So this little conversation we're about to have is a pretty important one, and we shall find out why in a minute.
All right, so I'm ready to sail.
On what?
On the Limbo, man. Let's go.
Manny, the Limbo's not a passenger ship. She's small cargo, son, and every hand on board works.
I'll work.
What are your skills?
Sales and restaurant management.
Oh, hey, there is one opening on the Limbo's crew.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's in the engine room. And your buddy Glottis would be perfect for it. But he'd have to get his own tools.
Okay, so Glottis wants to come on board. What kind of tools does he need?
What kind of tools does Glottis need?
Authentic CB equipment only.
CB. I like it. We're actually talking about bees, as in buzzing honey bees that are from the sea. I never quite get it, but...
Where do I get authentic CB equipment?
Why don't you ask a CB? Afraid of getting stung?
Good idea, actually. Oh, you are a funny bastard. Right, okay.
Okay, if I get Glottis some tools, can we board?
He can, yes. No offense, Manny, but there's just no place for you aboard the Limbo. She's fully manned already. In fact, her whole crew's on board, ready to sail at dawn. Except for that one guy.
Who's the one guy?
Who's the one guy who hasn't boarded yet?
Well, Seaman Naranja's a little late, but he'll be here before they sail.
What job did Naranja have?
He ran the galley.
Aha, restaurant management.
Yeah, it's similar to what you're doing now, except the fish is fresher on the Limbo.
So if he doesn't show up...
What if Naranja doesn't show up? I can fill his spot, right?
Manny, you're not even in the Maritime Union.
I know that, and you know that, but we're two guys who can keep secrets, right?
Glottis is exempt, but the captain will ask for your card. And if you don't have one, they'll serve you to the sharks like chum. And what's worse, I'll get fined. It's a tough union, boy, and I don't mess with them.
Fine point. So, this is the thing to listen to, basically.
So let me get this straight. If I get Glottis some tools,
then I can get him a job on the Limbo.
And if Seaman Naranja doesn't show up for work,
but he will,
and I get a Maritime Union card,
which you'll never get,
then I can sail on the Limbo in the morning.
Jeez. I guess so.
Right.
Where do you think Naranja is?
Probably home selecting recipes for the trip.
I'd better go finish packing.
Let's do it.
Aye, you do that, son.
So, what we've just had there as a conversation pretty much lays out our objectives. So, we've got to find Glottis some CB tools, stop Naranja from turning up, and get ourselves a union card. Once we get those three done, we'll be all sorted.
Don't have that kind of equipment.
Apparently not. Right. So, this is where we need to get ourselves used to. I kind of know the way around, but let's just go. Let's just venture around a little bit. Things will fall into place. Yeah, everyone will see. So the blue casket seems like a hip happening place. Okay. Bit of an odd thing. So, how about we just have a little bit of poetry?
Testing. Testing. Good evening. I like to read a poem. Grotesque. Eating through your brain. Everythingness. Scooby-Doo. Like pop. The end. Gracias. Muchísimas gracias.
It's a pretty good poem, I'd say. Maybe. What are these guys up to?
Hey, can I borrow this book?
Why? So you can freak out our plans for organizing labor and go rat us out to your pal, Chief Bogan?
Hey, I'm just looking for something to read on the can, all right?
No dice, Cumberbund.
So, what did you think of the poem?
I liked it. It was sad and beautiful, like my mother.
I despised it. It was too short, said nothing to me. Like my father.
I had no feelings about it. It was aloof and licked itself too much. Like my cat, Mr. Trotsky.
Right. These guys are a bit strange.
But don't you see? When the government fades away, so will our troubles.
This is the conversation I'd have.
Nonsense. We will always need some armed force to fight off the return of capitalism.
That sort of fascist thinking is as dead as you are, comrade. When we get rid of all the guns, that's when people will begin to self-police, and the public opinion alone will keep them from committing crimes.
Hola, trust funders.
Hey, look who's making the scene. It's Manny Calavera, the up, the down, the backside of the nouveau riche.
Beat it, dinner jacket. We're talking about things you wouldn't understand, like
Oh,
truth
really?
and beauty.
Buenas noches, comrades.
Hey, Manny, no offense, but we don't have time for establishment types like yourself.
What makes you guys think I'm so establishment?
You smell like bacon and oppression, man.
¿Qué? Hey, can I borrow this book?
No dice, Cumberbund.
I'm pretty sure there is a way. So basically, these guys think I'm all establishment. So let's prove them wrong. We've got the little letter from Sal here.
Hey, did I ever tell you guys that you remind me of my friend, Salvador Limones?
Salvador Limones is a fairy tale, a spook story the man tells the masses as he puts them to sleep.
Hell no.
Idiot! Salvador Limones is a very real and a very great, great man.
He also writes a mean letter.
What is this? I, Salvador Limones, salute you, Manuel Calavera.
A great ally in this noble revolution.
You really know Salvador Limones? What's he like?
Hells yeah.
Why didn't you tell us you were a freedom fighter, Manuel?
I can't talk about my underground gig, man, where I put the whole scene in Dangerville.
Wow.
Heavy.
Hey, I've got a split, so,
Viva la revolución.
Oh, man.
Right, now I want that book.
would you cats mind if I dug on this book for a while?
Knock yourself out, brother.
Right, that whole conversation was just to get this book. But, you know, not a big problem.
Lola? What are you doing here? This crowd doesn't go much for souvenir pictures. Except maybe of Lenin.
Shh! Manny, I'm on a stakeout. I'm gonna prove to Maximino once and for all that Olivia's no good for him.
Still hung up on Max, eh? Take my advice, Angel. Forget about him. He's a gambling racketeer.
Like you.
Oh, that hurts, baby.
Hey, shh! Here they come.
Come on, sugar. How about a kiss for the road?
Oh, ick. Don't let me down, Nick. You're a lawyer. You're not supposed to have feelings.
I don't, but I know a good tart when I see one. Hey!
Whoa!
If Maximino sees that, we're going to end up in matching terracotta pots.
Don't be silly. He wouldn't hurt me. He loves me. Manny, at last we're alone. Tell me, how are the bourgeoisie?
Fine. How's
Yeah.
Max?
Oh, Gramps, don't start.
Well, you know what?
Well,
Not
catch you
about that
later,
conversation. We can't get anything
Keep
out of it.
practicing that lingo, man. You'll get it.
So, just try and fill you in a little bit. Maximino is another club owner, bigger than ours, to be honest. And Olivia, was it Olivia? No, that was her. Nick, there you go, is his lawyer.
Just a dab will drop you. Hey, man, you didn't see me put the secret ingredient in these coffin shooters, did you?
Relax. Olivia stole the recipe from me in the first place.
Yeah, she steals from the rich and gives to me to poor.
Yes, very clever. Huh, that ball just disappeared. Magic. Now, I've come in here, and I don't actually think we need to be in here at the moment, so let's go straight back out. What we need to do is find ourselves some CBs. And unconscious. Good to know that this drink knocks people out. Let's just bear that in mind, shall we? Come on. Right then. So this lift basically goes back up to where our place, but oh, look who it is. It's a group of CBs.
Cold one, huh, Terry?
Yeah, it's always cold when you're unemployed, Manny.
Who's unemployed? Aren't you guys in the union?
The union? They don't look after us little guys. They're run by the coppers. And you of all people should know, Manny, that the cops are in bed with the gambling joints.
Hey, I run an honest joint. We ain't in bed with nobody.
What about the protection money?
We pay every week. On the nose, through the nose, like an honest place should.
See what I mean? This town is just a big conga line of hustlers. All laughing and dancing and scratching each other's backs.
Wow. So these are your tools. Think I can borrow them?
Since you're not using your tools, think I could borrow them?
Well, we sold them to feed our families.
Then how are you ever gonna work?
I told you things were messed up down here, Manny. I told you.
Right, okay.
If the union is crooked, why don't you register a complaint?
That's a good one, Manny. Did you hear that, guys? He thinks we should register a complaint.
Yeah, okay.
Why aren't you guys up there working?
You don't know the deal down here on the docks, do you, Manny? If you want to get the jobs, you have to pay the unions extra dues. And that ain't cheap. We don't pay,
Right, okay.
and so they put us on barrel duty.
So basically,
I can't tolerate all
these
this
CBs
injustice.
are getting
I'm
pretty
leaving.
done over by the union.
Things just aren't the way they should be down here, Manny. It's like the worker bees. They do all the work, but we can't affect it's like the way that things are produced should be controlled by... we should... forget it. I'm just a dumb, hungry, out-of-work bee.
Right, so looks like he can't get his his words as he wants them, basically. And this book we've just picked up.
Labor Organization and Revolt Made Easy. Chapter 1. The workers shall control the means of production. Ooh,
that is
better not show that to
exactly what
Gravis.
he's thinking about. So let's show him this book. It's like B would stop drilling.
I think these are the words you're looking for.
The workers shall control the means of production.
The workers shall control the means of production. Yes, that's it! That's what I've been trying to say! Who will stop the fat cats of industry from building these ships with the pollen of the exploited working class? I say we fight back!
What's this? Maybe a bee agitator?
I say lay down your tools right now and show the men just who makes the honey around here.
That does it. You know, I always thought bees came in two colors, yellow and black. But you look all red to me, my friend.
Ah! Hey, what are you doing? We've got the right to assemble peacefully.
Good. You're going to need a lot of assembly after we take you apart, comrade.
Maddie! Get me a lawyer! Get me a lawyer!
Logan, that's gonna make it tough to spring the kid and get him back out here. Good thing I know a lawyer who owes me a favor.
Right, so in actual fact, we haven't really helped ourselves there. We've given us something else to do. So now our B friend is in prison. We need to get him out. We need a lawyer, but we just met Nick, who is a lawyer. So right, where to head next? I don't know. Let's just. I think the best thing to do is just go with the flow. In fact, let's go this way. Open that across.
Hey!
Hey, indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have 15 minutes to place
Looks like a
your
great
bets.
night for cat races.
Right.
Oh, sorry, monsieur, but this is the elevator to the high rollers
Getting
lounge.
ready for the next race.
That's where I'm going.
It is members only.
You must be new.
And you must have a VIP pass to come upstairs. Adieu.
What a bastard. Right, okay. So we need a VIP pass. And you know who can counterfeit stuff?
10 minutes to post.
It's a pretty good idea. I think Chowchilla Charlie might be our guy. Let's head downstairs. Ooh.
They don't have much use when they're alive, and stuff, they don't have much more.
It's a big old cat.
Fuchi.
Ooh.
That smell.
It's an
peor que la
enormous
muerte.
litter tray.
It says revolutionary design leaves can edges safe and smooth for kitty.
Who's opening a can of cat food and just letting the cat eat it out the can? Pour it into a bowl or something. Or a saucer, I don't know. Anyway. Let's just have a quick look up here. You know what? I think we're going to call the episode here, actually, guys. So, I'm going to wander back downstairs before I start triggering any story things. And, yeah, so from next episode, we shall be carrying on, and we shall try and find ourselves some CB tools to get Glorious on the ship. We'll try and stop Naranja from ever making it, and we'll try and get ourselves a Union card. So yeah, join me next time. Leave me a like if you enjoyed, and I shall see you later, guys. Cheers.